they feel the suffering. Yeah, when you think about it, it's not that ethical, probably.
No?
But you don't think about it every day, because it's just something that you do.
You think you could be able to eat chickens if you had to kill them yourself?
No.
Yeah, D's a lotto. ATK, you got the forks, homie. You know we don't need no knives. We ain't with the beef. Squash it. Vegan. You know what we do. Get big on it. I ain't eating no beef. Cause you know that I'm a vegan. I ain't eating no beef. Compassion's what I believe in. I ain't eating no beef. Cause you know that I'm a vegan. I ain't eating no beef. No, my food was never screaming. I ain't eating no beef, no pork, no fish, no chicken. Now people think I'm tripping cause I ain't eating no dairy, no eggs. But I stay well fed off the fruits and the veg cause I care about the animals and the environment. I care about my health. If it ain't vegan, I ain't buying it. I care about the planet. If it does, then we go die with it. People hating veganism without even trying it. It is not a diet. If you think it is, then you are wrong. It's a way of living where we choosing to reduce the harm that we cause to others, not only those in the human form. Cause humane slaughter's about as real as a unicorn. But if a unicorn was real, it'd be hunted and then killed by people so they could steal the horn from its head. The food that you're fed isn't food, it's an animal that's born to be dead. Bred to be murdered just for a burger. When you order meat, pain and suffering's what they serve you. Dairy's no better, actually it may be worse. Go vegan, but first go and do your research. I ain't eating no beef.
Yo, halla, Mathias her. Nå sitter jeg ute ved herlige Sognsvann. Og det er en del folk ute og går. Jeg tok til meg feedbacken fra sist gang og lagde et litt større skilt, så folk forhåpentligvis ser det fra litt større avstand. Så nå håper jeg kan få noen til å sette seg ned og ta en prat med meg igjen. Folk koser seg visst for mye i finværet til å ville sette seg ned. Skulle hatt solkrem, skjønner jeg, men ja. Da har jeg flyttet litt på meg. Jeg hadde nettopp en lang samtale med en fyr som var veggis, og den gikk veldig bra, men han ville ikke at jeg skulle filme da. Så det var veldig kult. Han var liksom helt på grensa, veldig på glid, men han bodde hjemme med familien og ja, var litt sånn usikker på noen ting. Men han virka med. Nå er det 2 stykker som har pratet med meg som ikke ville at jeg skulle filme. Så jeg har hatt 2 samtaler, og han andre han var også, eller han var visst ikke vegetarian, men han var veldig enig med veganisme og sa han hadde en plan om å ta den veien, så jeg prøvde å pushe han litt på det. Men faen, det går veldig bra med de jeg får pratet med, men jeg har det kult hvis noen sa ja til å filme også, så dere får hørt litt på det. Så jeg prøver å sitte her til jeg får til det. Da har jeg snakket med 3 folk som ikke ville filme. Ja. Får snakke med noen da, i hvert fall. Jeg har ikke lyst til å gi meg ennå.
I don't feel that I have a lot to say about the topic.
No, but that's okay. Yeah.
So I don't want to be embarrassed.
No, but that's okay. I understand not everybody knows as much about it as me who's interested in it. So you don't need to be an expert or anything like that.
Okay.
So my name is Matthias.
Selina.
Nice to meet you. So yeah. Very cool that you sit down for a chat. So I'm asking here, why aren't you vegan yet? And you said that because you like meat.
Yeah.
But you know that now there's vegan meats you can get. So even though you can still be a vegan and still have meaty flavors. Is that something you've thought about?
No, I didn't know about that, actually. But it's quite interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So Okay, first of all, do you know what veganism is? A lot of people think of it as this kind of diet. Think it's about what you eat, but actually it's more of a principle or a moral philosophy, you could say, that if we can avoid causing harm and suffering to animals, then we should try to avoid it as best as we practically can. So, what do you think about that?
It's important to not make not just humans but also animals suffer. So we should sacrifice somehow. Also, not eating meat for the sake of not making animals suffer. So I think it's important. Yes.
And is this something you think about when you buy meat?
Actually, not every day, but I've discussed it also because we had courses. I'm a researcher, so we had. So I'm a PhD student, so we had some courses about ethical topics, not only in research but also in other spectrums of life. So we discussed also about this eating animals or not eating animals, making them suffer. Is it ethical or not? So when you think about it, it's not that ethical, probably.
No.
But you don't think about it every day because it's just something that you do. So. Yeah.
What about it makes it unethical?
That animals suffer.
Yeah.
Animals are like humans. I guess. I mean, of course, with differences that they don't understand the concept of the future, of time, and so on, but still, they feel the suffering, I think.
Yeah, very well said. We are different in many ways, but we are similar in the ways that matter when it comes to who we should have compassion or empathy towards. You said they can suffer, they can feel pain, they can also feel pleasure and joy and happiness. So they might not have our cognitive abilities, but they are still individuals who value their own lives and are searching happiness like all of us are. So then I'm curious, all this considered, what justifies eating them?
I'm not sure if it is healthy. Of course, it's a lot of protein, so probably it's good to eat it in the not a lot, of course, but in the correct proportion. So from the perspective of our health, maybe it's good to eat protein, and it's tastier. So
Yeah,
that's what justifies it.
Yeah, but that's what most people think too, that it's hard to be healthy if we don't eat animals and we need protein and all of this. But do you know where protein originally comes from in nature?
Plants.
Yes, bingo, you're correct. So all the nutrients, all the protein that we get from consuming animals, they have already gotten from plants.
Yeah.
So we're kind of using their body to filter nutrients, and then we eat them, which, I mean, you said maybe not healthy if you eat too much, and you're absolutely right that when you eat an animal you also get all the waste products in their body, and it increases our chances of heart disease, cancers, Alzheimer's, like so many of our main deadly diseases are caused by, or eating animal products meat increases those chances. But veganism it can be really healthy if you do it the right way. If you eat lots of grains, legumes, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, but if it's not a requirement to be healthy, to be vegan. You can still eat lots of junk food, candy. I also do, so even if maybe I should worry a little bit more about my health, but no one else should suffer because of that. This is the vegan philosophy.
I have a question.
Sure.
About the transition from being non-vegan from being non-vegan to vegan. How do you think it can be facilitated? What are your advices? How to do that? Because it's not easy when you get used to a specific diet to change it. So, what are your advices?
I really understand that, and for me, because I had a really long, slow, gradual transition because it wasn't planned, it wasn't like conscious, it was just like I felt more pulled in that direction, kind of, the more I learned. Many people get can get a bit discouraged if they think, oh, I'm never gonna eat a certain food again. But the most practical approach is to take it like meal by meal and day by day. So how can I make my next meal vegan and the next one after that and the next day and so on. But of course, if you're not sure what you wanna what you should eat and all of this and how you can get still get good flavors, then doing it with someone else might help, or you can look up recipes, seek help. There's a website called Challenge 22. I don't know if you heard about it. It's a vegan challenge, and the thing is, if you sign up there, it's totally free. Then you end up in I think these Facebook groups, like a closed group, where there's lots of mentors and dietitians, and you can ask anything you want. All questions has to be answered. No questions are stupid to ask, and also if you don't want to post it in public in the group, you can also ask for a personal mentor. So they will then guide you through those first 22 days to create a new habit. So would that be something you'll be interested in trying?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, cool. Okay, I want to go a little back to, do you think you can be healthy on a plant-based diet, a vegan diet? Yeah?
Of course.
Then the question is, if you don't have to kill animals for food, what then justifies that?
I didn't get it.
Okay, so if we now this is more like I'm just back to the ethical discussion part of it. If you want to talk more about the practical stuff instead, we can do so. But I'm just curious what your thoughts are. So if we don't have to get our nourishment from animals, what then justifies us killing them for food?
If you don't have to, you don't have to kill them. If you don't have to eat them. So.
Exactly. Yeah. And our ancestors had to eat and use animals to survive, but now we live in a time where the world is much more interconnected, and we have way more options and at least way more knowledge than they had, at least regarding about nutrition, physiology, stuff like that. So all the research now shows that a good plant-based diet is adequate and healthy for all stages of life. So, so is this something you have thought about before?
No, I haven't thought a lot before, but I'll think more from now on. Probably.
Yeah. So, say if you went vegan tomorrow, what do you think would be the hardest thing for you?
Actually, I don't eat that much meat, so I don't think it will be very hard to not eat meat at all. So, but still, maybe I consume more chicken, for instance, compared to other meat. So probably that will be hard, letting go of chicken, because I'm used to using it. But about the other animals, I'm fine, so I don't really consume them.
No. Plant-based chicken alternatives have really come like a long way the last few years. So you can get stuff made from plants that take like the protein from stuff like soy and wheat and pea protein and like and create like a fillet or a meat-like thing, which is way more healthy for you. It's only made from plants. So you might not, if you try it out now, you might not feel like I taste exactly the same. But over time, if you keep going, you will eventually you'll kind of just forget how the real thing tasted, and it will be close enough anyway. And also like if you look at what happens to the chickens in the industry, have you seen any like footage from factory farms or slaughterhouses? No. That's weird, isn't it? Like we grow up all our lives eating animals. I also did for many years, but not many people have seen like the process of what happens to the animals. So that would be my advice if you wanna try veganism, is to look it up and see what happens to the animals yourself. Then it's much easier, because maybe it's hard in the beginning to stop eating them, but after a little while you just get used to your new habits. And now I don't even look at meat as food. I just see a chopped up corpse. So I could never go back. It's not tempting me at all. Yeah. So and a lot of, not all, but a lot of chickens, they're selectively bred so that they grow much quicker than they would normally naturally do. So they're still basically babies when we kill them, 6 weeks old sometimes. But they grow so fast, so quick, that their legs can't support their own weight, so they have a really short life of only like suffering. In even like free-range chickens, it's like thousands of hundreds of chickens like packed closely together. So seeing that, I would suspect might help take your appetite for it away.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what do you think? Should we keep eating animals, or should the world go vegan?
No. We shouldn't.
Yeah? Cool. So are you gonna try?
Yeah, I think so. I was thinking about that actually, and I think I can do it.
Cool. Nice. Let me just write down some resources for you. Let's see.
Thank you. That would be helpful.
So this is the website for the vegan challenge that I talked about, and like the help there. And let me just, cause you seem like from what you said, you're a bit concerned or interested in your health. I'll just write down a couple documentaries as well. You can check out if you want. Yeah. So from what I understood, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, it sounds like you agree with the principle of veganism, right? Yeah. So that, and you think you could be able to eat chickens if you had to kill them yourself?
No.
Okay. So it sounds like you're already vegan in your heart. You just have to align your actions with your morals. Yeah. So I hope you do that soon, and check out that website. I'll give you all the help you need. So hope this was. I'm really glad you sat down. It was really interesting to me, and I hope you got something out of it.
Of course.
So,
thank you very much. It was very interesting for me as well.
Yeah, I'm glad. Cool. Nice.
Done?
Yeah. So have a wonderful day.
You too. You too.
Sånn, andre forsøk gjennomført. Jeg har klart å være mye mer på i dag, men det var vanskelig å få folk til å sette seg. Jeg snakket med 4 stykker i dag, og bare hun siste som sa ja til å la meg få filme. Men alle 4 jeg snakket med var sånn veldig på glid da, at det var veggiser eller folk som var nysgjerrige på det. Så jeg håper jeg klarte å gi dem en liten push i riktig retning. Yes.